You can take this and move it around.
So you want to do our mic checks?
Yeah, because some of it's funny. I can hear you breathing. Stop spinning. I can hear you spinning.
You cannot hear that.
100% you can.
Yeah, I can hear you outside the mic.
Who can you hear outside the mic?
She could hear my spinning.
You just got to be conscious of breathing in the mic. That's very important.
Can we all just do one breath?
Yeah, that's extremely hot, but I'm not. It'd be really weird. Okay, shit could get weird in this room. And let's try and avoid. Are we recording yet?
We are.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. Welcome to the Complete Nonsense Episode 2. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call in and let's talk about it. We want to hear your opinion. Our disclaimer is very simple. If you are super serious or looking for something educational, forget about it. Because it won't happen here, let's begin. I like to say hello to my co-host, Staxx. How are you today, Staxx?
I am wonderful.
Good. Good. You have a good week?
I did.
Good. Looks like you did. You're glowing. Producer, how are you this week?
Great.
Great. Anything exciting happen in for the last, I guess, 5 days that we've been on this?
All of life happened in 1 year.
All of it happened. See, this is going to be the one that's really going to take me to a different level because she's going to fuck with my head. Okay. All right.
I like it.
I do. But I got to read that. I got to reread it 4 times to understand what she's going for. And then I would see it as something different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just you.
Any blind people this week, Staxx? Just
I
out of
watched them
curiosity.
today at work.
You watch the same blind people. How about other blind people?
They had a third. They're really good. They're really, really good singers.
Are they? They're good singers. Yeah. See, funny enough about the blind people. So the episode 1's been listened to a couple times, and the biggest comment that I got in terms of the people that I love was that she has a soft spot for blind people, and I said, well, did it evoke emotion out of you? And she said, yes. I was emotional that you were talking about blind people. I said, well, then that was our point. We want to either make you laugh or we want to make you think, because everything that we talk about really is complete nonsense.
Well, I just think they're good.
So you're just but now you're following them.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to stop hitting the table. See, as we go along in this podcast, we're going to learn. She hit the table. I'm going to note when she hits the table. Everything that's going to happen in our life is going to happen in this room.
Great.
I don't know if you all heard it out there a couple minutes ago. They were all breathing. It was really, really interesting. It was going to turn into a way different podcast.
And we could hear you cleaning your earmuffs.
You couldn't hear me clean earmuffs? Who's wearing earmuffs?
Your headphones.
Okay. So we had a really interesting weekend. I'm going to start out with the weekend because it really was a very, very funny thing for me. I have a friend of ours that has this dog, and the dog is fairly old, right? I don't know why anybody in this room should be rolling their eyes. But the questions I have was, so we were deciding what we're doing with this dog. Dogs lived a really good life. Everybody likes the dog. Everybody finds a dog really, it's part of the family. We all know that. We all love our pets. Except AC as a part of the family. That's just because of my OCD. So it came to that this dog's been around for a long time, and we're figuring what we're going to do with our next step. So Staxx decides to tell me that she had, and please jump in here, she had looked up a company that comes to a house. Think about, look, the producer's intrigued also. That comes to your house and takes care of the dog's final moments. So
it's true. I
have a lot of questions about that. So do they come where they're bringing flowers and they're asking you to bring the dog? Did you get the details of this?
I read on the website.
Okay, you didn't call anybody?
No.
Did you read the entire website?
No.
What was the gist of it? Your dog is sick. It's time.
It's a vet.
Call us.
It's an actual vet.
Okay,
can
so it's
administer whatever needs to be done in your home where your pet is comfortable.
So they bring everything, like a table and
the last meal.
Yeah, are they bringing everything?
Well, no, they don't bring a table.
Okay, a last.
You put it on your dog's comfy bed, or
okay, and they bring they're bringing they're dragging in one of those things that you do an IV with.
No, it's a shot.
Oh, it's just a shot?
Yes, it's 2 shots is what I understand. One puts them to sleep and the other one puts them to sleep.
Sounds like death row.
It sure does sound like death row. I thought there was a lot more entailed with that. Oh, okay. So clearly you all know that this is Staxx's family that I'm dealing with, because Staxx and I are very close. So the funny part of the story was she got this brand new TV, a beautiful, beautiful big TV, right? One you got put on the wall, like what is it, 150 inches? Somewhere you're like in the TV, right? What did you get? Do we know? What did you get?
I think it's 82.
82. So she got
And it
this.
was a gift.
It doesn't. We don't care where it came from, Staxx. Don't act like you're not one of my rich friends. This is you're one of my rich friends. 80. You hear that, producer? 85-inch. What'd she say? 105. 85-inch television. This thing was so massive. I didn't think it was gonna fit in the wall.
Got a whole movie theater in your home.
She sure does. So there was a debate. Either we were gonna bring in the dog cremation company, or we were gonna buy a mount for the TV.
Well, let me back up.
Okay, please.
Said dog has good days and bad days. So
Wait. Well, let me stop you there. Define a bad day. For the audience to know what a bad day of a 15-year-old dog is, what's a bad day to that dog?
some days she just sleeps and she just does her thing.
I've seen her bad day, producer. Let me tell you one of the bad days I've seen. The dog walks sideways, or the dog walks in a complete circle. I mean, if we're gonna go with the bad day, that's the bad day to me. Like if you call the dog over and it just goes in a circle for 5 minutes and it never gets any closer, that's a pretty bad day. But continue, Staxx.
Anyway, so when she's having a bad day, we're like, we really need to think about this, what quality of life. But then when she has a good day, I'm like, oh, she's fine. You know, we got more time. We got more time. That's a tough decision.
It did. And we're definitely not making light of the decision to end the thing. Where the light of it is that we actually had a conversation about whether we were going to put a wall mount up for a 150-inch television, or we were going to take care of the dog that goes in circles. That's what made
The
it
dog
funny.
is not in circles. The dog was fine that day.
It's fine that day. The dog has not been fine in the 3 years that I've known you. I'm just saying in general.
fine.
She's a beautiful dog. Again, I don't want to say the dog lovers out there, because AC's a little different with the way he responds to animals, because we talked about this in the first episode of my petting dogs, because I have a problem with dog hair. But I love Staxx dogs. It was just a very interesting thing that we were either going to hang a TV or we were going to bring them over.
Well, that was more for your benefit.
You could not have been looking into the finances and said, I'm sorry, the dog is having convulsions, but we got to hang the 85-inch television.
So is not even remotely the case.
Right. I would hope not, because we'd be in really bad shape. Did you call the people?
No, I told you I did not.
Oh, so that's where
Because we're having a really good week.
the dog's rallying. Okay, good. So we'll be on this. We'll
Live to fight another day.
Right.
because he probably saw that she called the website.
We've had this dog forever.
Probably called it like the dog saw.
We've had this
It's on the
dog
website.
longer than we've had my daughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's you can't. Yeah.
She's family.
Who,
You don't
the
just
dog
give
or the
up on
daughter?
family.
Which one's the dog? You do give up on. You got to give up on when the dog's moving in circles. You got to give
Next
up.
topic.
That's okay. So I went into TikTok.
Just a small disclaimer: no dog was harmed in the making of this podcast.
No, Staxx is saving the dogs.
We're gonna save the dog.
I have three.
Three. And
Three
they all-
rescues.
and they all sleep with her.
No, only one sleeps actually in bed.
Oh, only one. Yeah, one sleeps in bed. Like she sends us pictures, and the dog is like sprawled out on top of her. It's very, very awkward. And I think that we're going to start there and see how much it'll charge us to either call in and give us 15, 20-minute intervals of therapy. We'll see if we can't get to the core of you being free with yes and me not being as aggressive as everybody says I am.
I think it's good for her to say no.
Producer, you're going to have to come out with us one time. All right? You're going to come out with us, and we're going to test that theory, because we'll be like this. Staxx, do you wanna? And no, it shouldn't even hear the rest of the sentence.
It's only with him though.
That's just
If his
all.
wife asked me, I'm like, oh, sure. What do you want to do?
Oh, isn't that awful?
Trustworthy.
Yes.
That's all. Is anybody else not hot in this room again?
Oh lordy,
Here we go.
menopause going on.
It's are you people not hot? It's
fine.
It's absolutely excruciating.
fine.
So I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find that NOCD guy, and we're gonna see if if they will even come on and be live with us. Live, I say, live is here we are, because I would really like to take this live. It'd be kind of fun to have Look, she's got the video camera up. We could go live to all the platforms, TikTok, if we're only going to do 15, 20 minutes, because there's a lot of guys now doing live. But have you seen those lives? Like, do you watch the TikTok lives? They're terrible.
I get sucked in.
But do you live? Do you get sucked into lives?
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
a
watch
woman that
people-
just sits there, just like,
Oh, yeah, the quiet space lady.
just sits there.
Yeah, that I don't get. But
Yeah.
if you look, she has viewers. I watch the people that do the fizz jewelry. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's like reveal jewelry. You don't know what you're getting, and they put it in this hot water, and it fizzes, and then out comes this beautiful ring. But you don't know what
That's
you're
not
getting.
true.
It's so
that
true.
can't be true. That can't, what?
I
what?
watch it for longer than I would care to say.
That's pretty good. That sounds like bullshit in terms of what
these people make a lot of money.
Yeah, but what is the jewelry coming out of? What's coming out of? A bar of soap? What's it coming out of?
I don't know what the actual thing is made of.
Well, I watch people dip things in waters, like the water, and it comes out all of this tribal print or different types of print.
But
I watch that for a couple of minutes.
But that is true. Like, that's how they, you take a piece of plastic or something, right? You want to make this look fun. They have the paint on top of it. That's an actual. She's talking about a jewelry comes out of a bar of soap. You just said it's a
not
beautiful
soap.
ring.
It's like, yeah, it's jewelry, and it's like surprise reveal. And
What is it in
there
there?
is a lot of people that do it on TikTok.
That doesn't sound like a surprise.
You don't know what it's gonna look
Sounds
like.
like they put the ring in there and put the fizz around it, and then pour the water on it and call it a surprise.
Because sometimes you
reveal.
get a real diamond.
No, they're
Sometimes
surprised.
It's like,
because they put it in there.
They have to put it in there.
no, they get it from the company. There's a company that sells the stuff to these people that do the live reveals.
Oh, so the company places the fizz
Correct.
around the.
Correct.
See, because their surprises that idiots like us are watching this shit for 5 hours. That's the surprise, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. Well, we have to make note that we are going to, as we progress in this, we're just getting our feet wet. There'll be topics that won't work. There'll be topics that work. When we get to what I want is behind us, I want to be able to scroll. So there's going to require some editing because we're going to be scrolling and we're going to stop at certain things. And then we're going to have to be like, oh, okay, this is good. But if it fails, all of a sudden we're having our audience watch something for 5 minutes that we don't want to lose them. Because for me, you know what the most gratifying thing is? Like watching the guy cut the hooves of the cows. Have you seen that one?
No.
The hoof guy. I
don't
watch
think. I think
hours.
you've talked about it before, but
hours of hoofs. He just cuts.
And that's why I say no.
He just cuts hoofs. You're watching Fizz with diamonds.
It's so exciting. You never know what they're gonna get.
No, watching this animal. You should appreciate this more than anything because he's helping the animal. He pulls out nails. He pulls out rocks. It's called the hoof. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. That one, and I watched the Iowa Farmer. Does anybody watch the Iowa Farmer?
No.
He's always defending himself because once they milk the cows out, and again, this is produce, right? I mean, dairy. So they're milking the cows. The cow's there for 10 years. It gives a lot of milk, and then they send it off to slaughter to feed us. But you can't be sad about that because it has to feed us. And he's very
If you have
good.
a cow for 10 years, it's a pet.
It's not when there's 200 of them in a barn and they're getting milked.
Wait. I must interject. It is not a pet until you name it.
I would name it.
Couple of these are named. But
would
he
name
still
it all.
sends them off to slaughter. He just sent Judy off the other day. I was
Poor
like, oh,
Judy.
Judy's
That's
gone.
horrible.
Poor Judy.
Judy,
horrible.
she gave enough milk. I mean, there was nothing more. He couldn't get anything more out of Judy. But the thing about it is he's very upfront and says, look, if we're not doing this, what am I going to do? Just put this cow at the pasture and let it die? It can feed people, and that makes sense that it feeds people. So it has a lifespan in the in the dairy barn, and then it has a useful. There are machines for the NIC unit that these cows, that the stuff is made out of these cows. You know, there's clothing that's made out of these animals. There's food that feeds these animals. So I don't think that it's necessarily it's my bracelet. It's my bracelet. It's not a bad thing that they go to slaughter. And the way they slaughter animals nowadays is very humane. I mean, it's humane. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
there's a vet you can call. They'll come to your house.
But he'll trip over the TV.
Just a small disclaimer: no animals were harmed in the making of this podcast.
But some were milked. Producer, some were milked.
And the TV is on the wall using the old bracket, by the way.
Oh, okay. So we were able to call the people.
Well, no, it's a great week.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Can we film that?
No,
We can't film
absolutely
it.
not.
Okay.
But it's very harsh.
No.
We couldn't film
No, no.
I don't know that that's.
You're not even allowed to know when it happened.
Well, I'm not going to be there.
No,
Why would I not be there?
no.
I have to be there.
No.
The first time I was there, I took it in and took it out. We went once, and they like this was gonna be. We thought it was the end, right? And again, it's a great dog. It's a dog. We thought it was the end, so we got this thing into the. We got it into the.
Is this the second time?
Yeah, the second.
Trying to kill
The first time we thought she had a stroke, but
She did have a stroke.
She did not. The doctor said it was some kind of inner ear infection, which is almost like vertigo,
Producer,
but it also makes them look like they had a stroke.
it had a stroke. It's drooled out one side of its face. One eye wouldn't open, and it ran in circles. Let's call it what it is.
But they gave it medicine, and she
It came
was
back.
fine.
They gave.
She was
yes.
fine.
So to answer your question, this dog is like on death row.
The dog is saying,
This
I'm a
dog-
survivor.
This dog has had a cancer surgery. This
Mascot
dog
for I am survivor.
Right.
to
You're
make
never
that
going to
dog
hear that arms of an angel when you're looking at this dog.
No, not yet.
You need to make that
Well,
dog
that's all of a sudden you hear the phone ring, and it's like this. The dog can live another week. Staxx, honey, family, the dog's here another week. So I want to thank everybody for this podcast. Are we running out of time, producer? My producer keeps telling us, wrap it up. It's just so fun to do. And I couldn't be with better people to do it with, honestly. I hope everybody's, at least we're having a good time with it. I think the audience will definitely have a good time with it. I think they're going to really like us doing a couple live to see who we are. Let's keep them a little bit in suspense.
You're going to get hate mail about my dog.
I don't think we will. I think that people are going to encourage the dog, and we'll be on. Can we name the dog on this, or no? You don't want the dog. All right, we'll keep it unnamed.
It wasn't even supposed to be my dog on this.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, it just fell out.
I literally said before we started, just for all you out there, I don't want to talk about the dog.
Yeah, she did.
It was the first thing you brought up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible host. But we'll be on this. We'll be on the dog watch. Let's be on the dog watch.
The problem is AC lives across the street from me. So even if he saw the vet van roll up,
I'm coming out.
he will be there. He will run out.
Run.
He has our
like-
garage code. He
Yeah.
has a key to the house.
Oh yeah,
There's
run.
no way we could even lock him out.
Oh no, I'm right there. Whatever this guy wants me to do, I'm going to ask him, can I help? I'll say, hey, can I? Because you guys aren't going to want to do it.
No,
so
God,
I'll be
no.
the one.
I'm
I'll be the
already.
one.
I can't even. I mean, just this weekend I was crying talking about it.
Yeah. Well, we were crying laughing because you were.
Well, no, that
literally-
came later.
Yeah, we weren't gonna hang a TV. We were gonna bring in the Reaper, or we were hanging a TV. We weren't sure which one we were gonna do. But we'll be on Dog Watch. Let's be on Dog Watch. We'll make this a little bit of a feast. It's only gonna last a couple. How could it be another year at best? Producer
Could be
just
For
number
those
5.
who are in support of Staxx and her dog, please put #RealDogsForLife.
Thank you.
#RealDogsForLife.
I like that.
I say,
really like that.
save the dogs.
Save the dogs. So
If
until
they're happy, they're still getting love. They're still running around.
yeah.
So she has a bad day every
No,
now
no,
and then.
no.
Then you give them extra love.
None of that happens with that one dog. None of that. Not the thing. I'm not going to go any further with it because we'll be on dog watch for life. We'll call Dog Watch for Life, right?
That's
And
horrible.
And with that, I say this complete nonsense podcast is brought to you today and every day by AAO Optical and WDEC, Anglo-American Optical and What Do I Care Optical, 100-year-old manufacturers of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check us out for your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical Ltd.com. If you can dream it, we can make it. 800-753-9727. Give them a call today. Also, Blue Savage Tea, BLUSAVAGET. It's an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. And if you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check out their Etsy shop, Blue Savage Tea. Again, that's BLUSAVAGET, all one word, on Etsy for great designs. Order today. Give them a call at 708-424-6119. We'd also like to thank our partners, Authentic Creations, who help produce, edit, and market this nonsense podcast. Check them out at AuthenticCreation.org. And we will not forget, last but not least, our partner of Workspace Collective in Daytona for allowing us to record in their luxurious space studio, dedicated desk, conference space, virtual office solutions, and casual meeting areas. The experienced team at Workspace Collective is here to ensure your business thrives. Give them a call at 877-490-0040. AC out.